welcome to Mini Medi, and today we're going to talk about Americans. Do you think you are a good American? Asking that is pretty much an individual question because it's like asking, what does a flag mean to you? Or what does kneeling mean to you? So it's very individual. I was raised more spiritual than religious and open to many cultures and exposed to various cultures, and I'm so grateful for that. So I have a certain perspective, and I believe in being open-minded and not attached to anything. That's pretty much my philosophy. So it's hard for me to say what's right and wrong. I can only say what feels right to me and support you in what feels right for you as long as no one is getting hurt. So it's easier for me to think of people as decent or indecent. So you're one or the other. I definitely have some teachings, even biblical, that I feel touched my spirit and made sense. When things ring true, they're very simple, and that's just my experience talking there. So, there's my phone ringing. I forgot to turn it off or down, turn the volume down. I apologize. But it's Lionel Richie, and it's kind of cool, huh? So, it's basically, which master am I going to serve? Am I going to serve God or more demonic thoughts? Am I going to serve good or bad? I like to think of it in terms of, am I thinking decent, being a decent human, or am I being indecent and undermining people? And it's lower energies, and you can totally feel the difference. That's why it's easier for me to think in terms of how things make me feel. So I think it's important to serve good and to just be that decent person, and I 100% believe that if you are a decent person, your life is decent, and it really depends on your intentions. There's a lot mulling around on the television, and it's a lot of things are taken out of context. I think a person's purpose and what they say matters. So the only way I can really define what I mean by that is if a person's coming at me and they're like, "You are a bitch," and you can tell by their tone that they do not mean anything good by that, and they're not being a nice person. However, if it's someone just being, "Man, you're such a bitch," you could tell it's like kind of friendly, goofing around, and you could then interpret that as either or, correct, on how you define that. But you should always ask that person who you're not quite sure on their intent, what do you mean by that? So ask them, what do you mean by that? And or express, how you feel. Maybe you don't like that word or being called that because it means something to you. But you have to understand that until you've walked in someone else's shoes, you can't assume you know what they mean. Or if a truck's driving by with a bunch of flags, it could mean one thing or it could mean another thing. So instead of taking things so personal, and they might be personal, I'm not saying that they're not, but question, are you jumping to conclusions? I mean, you might be accurate, but you might not be, so you don't want to put everybody in a box or this person in a box. I think that's a big problem with what's going on in America right now. And no one has ever been able to tell me who to like and who not to like or who to hate. Oh my God. Hate is, you are not serving God if you are a hateful person. And if you think you are, you are, oh, so sad. Using God's name, because God is good. And if you are, even if you're religious, that's still, even I know a little bit about religion, so the wrath is up to God, and people using God's name and then killing people and creating wars using God's name. I'm just saying, it's not how I describe my spirituality. Spirituality is really knowing that God is here right now. God is good. God made me. God made good. So my job is to focus on the light and focus on the good. So no matter who's coming at me in what way, I feel it's my job to just be the best me I can possibly in that moment. And I am also human and I've made mistakes, but I really work hard. I would even say that the one thing that I feel the most proud that I've achieved is I have, for the most part, tamed my ego. And it's taken a lot of work and a lot of effort and a lot of years too, because ego easing God out and wanting people to like me or people pleasing and a whole lot of pretty disturbing behaviors or a fear. So that'd be another great way for me to think about it. Am I serving faith? Am I serving fear? So when I'm serving my divinity, which is a very easy way for me to think about it, when I'm serving my divinity and serving your divinity and recognizing that you are divine, I am divine, and we are one, that's the most beautiful thing the most beautiful way I can be and think. And in that moment, because today it's just moment by moment. It's not about the past, it's not about the future, but today I am divine and I am in the moment and I am fully living in the moment. And all is peaceful and good in this moment. And to recognize that we are one is very important for me and my spirituality. So I like to stay in my divinity, in my spirit. And that is good. And that is what I serve wholly in my mind, wholeheartedly. My mind, body, spirit, soul, all is well in this moment. And I am happy, whole, and delighted. And I am happy within me. And I appreciate you. That's what we're going to meditate on. So just take a couple minutes, raise your hands up, and take 3 deep breaths in. Inhale the positive. Exhale any negative feelings and thoughts. Right now, I focus totally and completely on my faith, on the good and beauty that surrounds me, and the energy that I feel going through me. And I know I breathe in all this beautiful energy and life that is around me and supports me, and all is well and all is good, and I know the truth now. I rest in my inner child, knowing that as I have faith and trust, and I just take delight in life, and I'm happy and look forward to all these wonderful things happening in my life. I know things turn out great for me and my family, and all these wonderful things are happening. I already have all that I need. I rest in that assurance, and I just enjoy my life totally today, and know in this moment I am happy, free, alert, and I see the truth and take delight and joy in this moment, knowing that I am well and I see me in you, and know that I support you and I adore you and I love you. And I hope that you have all the peace in your day and all the love and joy that you can handle, and that your cup is overflowing with delightful activity, thoughts, feelings, and that you laugh a multitude of times and just have delight in the people around you, and pass your light on to others and let your light shine. Take a deep breath in and release and say thank you. Thank you for today, and you stay safe and happy in the moments. Just remember, you already have all that you need within you. And just live each day at a time, and don't be overwhelmed. And don't watch the news like all day long every day. I would encourage everyone to maybe cut down, if they do watch the news, to cut down to 3 times a week instead of 7, or 1 time a week instead of 3. But really, it's brainwashing America. And that's easy to be brainwashed, because you want to keep your mind stayed on your higher power. And your higher power wants the best for you, and wants you to live your best life and be happy and enjoy yourself and help other people and appreciate all the beauty around you. We're all going to not be here one time. So this isn't a dress rehearsal. Be happy. And that's how you do it, by being in the moment, claiming that peace that you already have. But it's too cluttered because of all the BS that we are being flooded with and lied to, and all the deception. So weed out people that aren't good for you, or activities that aren't good for you, and the emotions within you need to be cleansed, and your thoughts need to be cleansed. And that just takes a little work and a little effort and a little time. So learn to be true to you, and learn to be still and know God. And God is within you, and you are good. I will see you next time at Mini Medi. And if you'd like to contact me, you can use that same name, minimedi333@gmail.com. And if you have any suggestions on any topics, I'd be more than happy to look into it. That's what I love to do. See you next time. Ciao.